Eric. Alright, seems like we're not gonna get that done. Alright, so let's just work quick and dirty on this game. Scale to window. The channel. Let's go here. If you're just joining the stream, I'm sorry, I'm setting it up currently. Now let's make it like that. All right. I think from here we're good to go. Let me just check real quick with one of the docs. I can't open it up. All right. Yeah, so let me just get the pop-out chat. And from there we're golden. All right, so let's get to work. Yeah, so I'm going to see, first off, well, I'm going to be learning how to make an enemy AI detection system. So, yeah, this is what we're going to look up. System Unreal Engine 5. First, it needs to be animation. So yeah, let's go over here. Give me one sec. All right, so we have all this stuff. Instead of making one, I mean, yeah, we're still gonna be making the game like before, but we are going to need to consider time because I do have university, and yeah, it's been apparent this week. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna be spending what we're doing now on systems. So there is the 80-20 rule. I don't know if you guys look it up. If you guys have seen it, 80-20 rule is that 80% of the results come from 20% of the work, and vice versa. So 80% of what we need is going to come from the systems. I mean, that's for development in general, anything. That's most of the development, most of what we need is in development of the tools or the pipeline or workflow we need, and then the other 80% of the work is just going to be spent on just using the tools as a pipeline. But first, the difficult part, we need to create the tools. So, enemy AI detection system. So let's, I like using draw.io. Draw is simple, consistent, and is pretty much what we need. So, let's put this here. I mean, we just need one. Let's make this guy here. Can I edit it, please? Let's make this guy the player. Yeah, the player. Gets all the hosts. And let's put this guy up top. This guy's gonna be the enemy. So what can the enemy do and can't do? So, good AI means it's predictable. So, first off, we are going to add two things. So first would be, well, not circle, but an oval. Actually, let's remove the wall, put this down here. Put an arrow here. And let's put some text here. Oh no, what? Some text here. Okay, enemy AI. Rules for detection. Let's underline this. Rules for detection. The player needs at any given point, if an enemy general direction can't be seen through walls, can be heard given in a certain radius. So let's say there are dead walls and the player decides to run. I mean, let's make both of these for the player. I'll develop both at the same time. Player AI. Rules for detection. Can be heard in a certain radius. Actually, this would be more for here. Can't be seen through walls. But can be heard by enemies in a certain radius. has timer if it spots an enemy, if it spots the player, or detects the audio, detects its footsteps from a distance. So rules for detection: can't be seen through walls, can be heard by enemies in a certain radius. Footsteps can be heard in a certain range. Sprinting makes the steps louder, making the enemy go to what would it be called though? The alert system. I was thinking like, because I've been playing Metal Gear Solid and Death Stranding 2, that enemies can suspect if the general direction is where the player is, but there is a timer where there seems to be a timer where they suspect where the player is and inspect the area. Sprinting makes the steps louder. Makes the steps louder. Walking. Footsteps can be heard in a certain range. Sprinting makes the steps louder. Shortening the suspicion phase quicker to go into alert phase. Sprinting makes the steps louder, shortening suspicion phase. Three phases. Patrol phase. Suspect phase. Alert phase. We'll put this over here. Put the player here. Separates them even more. Gunshots. Normal. Enemies go into alert phase instantly. Normal gunshots will make enemies go into alert phase instantly. Silence. Gunshots. All makes sense. I mean, in real life, it's not really that. It's not really like that, but yeah, in real life, you know, a silencer does not really silence a shot because, you know, it's a lot of power. You're trying to force a little tiny rock, a little tiny piece of metal to go past. So obviously, by physics, you're not really going to be lessening the sound by to make it silent. But, you know, for a game, silent gunshots won't make sound. Can't be seen through walls. Walking footsteps can be heard in a certain range. To make enemies go into suspect phase. Sprinting does that. Silence gunshots won't make sound. There, I mean, you could put in like durability for the silencers. Melee assassinations also won't make enough sound to alert enemies. To suspect or alert enemies. All right, so let's bring this up here. We'll enter into alert state if suspect timer. When the suspect timer is up, we'll be in alert phase, or I mean alert state phase if one it hears enough footsteps from the player in its range. There will be, I'm planning on having there be like a visual cue so that you can tell that if you're, a visual cue would be better. That if you're making noise, if you're like walking or running in a certain range, then yeah, it's gonna detect you. It hears a gunshot. Within it hears an unsilenced gunshot in a certain range. It gets hit by a gunshot and doesn't die immediately. Yeah, majority of gameplay is going to come from how the enemy AI is developed and also how we're going to be developing the player AI. I mean, how we can improve the player AI. The enemy AI is not going to be that complicated. I guess we could put in, I mean, we need to separate this between alert phase and suspect phase. See, I want to bring this down. It gets hit by a gunshot and doesn't die immediately. It gets hit by a gunshot, doesn't die immediately. What else? And/or, because I'll put this here, it hears someone else get shot and they let out a cry. Yeah. Now 5, well, what can we do for 5? So that's brick. Oh yeah, 5. This is a bit obvious. If it sees the body of another. No, this is no. That's for the suspect phase. In the suspect phase, if it finds the body of another enemy, will be suspect phase if it finds the body of another enemy. It hears a footstep from the player. Walking normally. Walking state. Through a specific series of positions in the map hearing listening and investigating phase walks to where it thinks it heard a player or a sound. Shooting and cover phase knows where the player is, will chase if there is space, Yeah, let's leave like that. So to back. Yeah, I'll make it a bit obvious where detection area. This is visually. All right, guys, here we go. And we'll bring in another circle. To back. Visual detection area. Auditory detection area. Yeah, so I believe these are all the rules we need. One sec. Yeah, I believe this is all we need for any AI detection system. So yeah, we'll leave it off at this. Yes, a patrol phase, suspect phase, and alert phase. So the player can be, the enemy can be through any one of these phases. It can't be in one or the other. It can't be in more than one. So if it's not in the alert phase, then we'll actually let's actually put in will be out of suspect / alert phase if self timer of finding enemy runs out. They get killed. Sounds reasonable enough. Sounds reasonable enough. Yeah, let's leave it at that. So this is what we're gonna be this is what we're gonna use for to make the initial detection area system. So yeah. So here, this is where we just watch videos. on how to do it. So yeah, let's make a basic enemy detection system. Enemy AI animation system first.
Continue on Unreal Engine 5 and today we're learning how.
This is not my first time making an enemy AI system. I did make it for another 3D game in Godot. Was it the best? No, because it was just an alien that can melee you if it detects you. Oh, that's another one. That's another one. There is another one. It feels the player's presence close to the enemies. Detection area, collision area, overlaps the enemies. Yeah, that's something that I did not put in. I don't think I put in last time. I did put in the last game, but I did not put it very well. So yeah, well, that's what we're gonna be doing. All right, we are. So yeah, let's watch some YouTube videos, ladies and gentlemen.
How to make a basic enemy AI. This video is gonna be short and sharp, easy to follow, so let's get started. The first thing that we are going to do is go ahead and create the enemy blue. Blueprint. So let's go to blueprints.
Actually, let me see. This is from July 5th.
What's up, guys?
This is from December 25th.
Guys, welcome to new Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you on how to make your first behavior tree. It's gonna be a very easy video to follow, so let's get started. But first, check
Yeah, this is probably the one we need to follow.
out the link in the description to get out some Unreal Engine courses on Winfox. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is go ahead and create a new folder. In my case, I'm gonna call it AI. And the first thing that we're gonna go ahead and create is just right click, go into artificial intelligence, and create the behavior tree asset. So I'm gonna name this like BT underscore
All right, so let's.
AI, for example.
Yeah, so let's create a folder. I don't know if you guys noticed, but AI is short for artificial intelligence. Just FYI. Now there's a behavior tree. Oh no, wait, not here. Behavior tree. Yeah, here we go. Behavior tree. BP. Enemy. No. Why is this so hard to name? Default. Enemy AI. There you go. Let's go to here. So now we go to Jesus Christ. And a blackboard. All right. Actually, I'll show you guys what we're doing. So, in case you guys are joining the stream, this is what we have for our enemy AI detection system. So, for now, we're gonna develop the enemy AI because the player AI the player control we have is okay for now. We can use it. It's usable. We can fire with it. Maybe not that accurate. Hit it. Oh my god. You ran a ball. Yeah. Yeah, so this is what we have. That made me look like that looks psychotic. Just showing that. Yeah. So for now, the enemy is not really doing anything. It's just standing there. So yeah, that's what we're gonna change for now. So that this becomes a bit more exciting, and also something that we can actually test out. So the enemy AI, for now, does nothing, but it can do two things. It can detect bullets, and there's blood. Can we add more stuff? Yeah, because the blood is not really... I don't think we should add this much blood. I don't think. I don't know. It'll depend. But for now, we're gonna be making our own enemy AI system. And what better way to do that is just go through tutorial hell on YouTube. Because this is what I was doing for like every game gen I've ever been in, which is 5. I've always used video tutorials. So yeah, let's see. So what's a blackboard? I don't know. Blackboard data. BBD default enemy AI. Wonderful. So what's next? So you open this. What the? Oh no. Shoot. Oh, this is what we're supposed to open. This. Alright. This is a little bit uncomfortable, not gonna lie. I could move the PC a little bit closer. So yeah, this is not even the first time I've made a behavior tree. It's only been in Godot that I've been able to do that. But here in particular, we don't have anything, so. Selector. This is how you create branches. Selector. So selector nodes execute their children from left to right, and will stop executing its children when their children succeeds. If a selector's child succeeds, the selector succeeds. If the selector's children fail, the selector fails. Okay, so this is where we can actually include the conditions for the enemy if it detects something correctly or if it doesn't. I mean, because there is 3 phases. There's a suspicion. There's a patrolling phase, suspicion phase, and after an alert phase where they're actually gonna blaze bullets on wherever the player is. So it's a sequence, same thing. Though, what's the actual difference? Yeah, what actually is different? Because they're both doing the exact same thing. Or at least that's what it says. Maybe there's different conditions. No, it literally just. Oh, this is for this. Oh, this is for the animation. I believe. Different tasks and a number of sequences. So selector, selector, I believe is the phase. Sequence is what actually is played. At least that's what I think. Yeah, okay, so it says look around. All right, so let's start cooking then. So sequence, can we rename this? You rename it here. Let's rename it to patrol. Actually, yeah, patrol. Let's name patrol. And then chase player. Okay. So let's say suspect. No wait. Hold up. Sequence here. This one, and then this one. We'll have these three. So this will be suspect. Actually, no, let's remove this one. Let's follow the tutorial first. Let's not overcomplicate it. This will be suspect. This will include later on. Will it probably be like this? Probably not. But node name, your patrol, and alert. So it's just gonna start shooting as soon as it's in the alert phase. That's what we're gonna have. That patrol is gonna be moving from specific points in the map, and alert phase is just gonna be okay. I know where you're at. I'm coming for you. Something like that. If you're just joining the stream, we have. Again, if you're just joining the stream, we have this entire guide on how we're gonna detect players, which is gonna be fun because there are some things that, let's say for example, there's like a wall between these two, the player and the enemy. Yeah, if the player's making noise and jumping around, yeah, the enemy's gonna detect that, and probably in the timer that it has for suspecting will go down quicker if the player decides to keep jumping and moving around without much thought. You can't just silence the footsteps with like a crouching state, but yeah, so the enemy can't see you, but it can hear you. Like in real life, if you're gonna be jumping around, and like in enemy territory, then it's not gonna be the eyes are gonna catch you. It's just gonna be from the earthquake of how fat you are jumping up and down. So that's how we're gonna do it. By the way, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. It wasn't directed towards you. Okay. So sequence. Ooh. This is where, okay. That's actually a lot. I thought we were gonna have our own blueprint for this. I thought some of the stuff we will be including a blueprint. Naishi Sukui. Oh my god. Hey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? You like AI? Naishi, welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Hey, Naishi, look at it. I'm making generative AI, but I mean not necessarily generative AI. It's AI, but yeah. So we're gonna be making an enemy AI detection system. If you want to see, these little AI time here, I'll show you. First of all, I've not shown this to you yet, but we do have our own player template, literally the note sheet. Yeah, we have our own player body cam movement template that we're using. It does work. There are some problems. There were some problems that we fixed. Like for example, you could draw an infinite amount of grenades, but now it's every 2 seconds. Yes. Yeah. So the player can move around just fine. It can crouch, it can sprint, it can jump, it can shoot their bullet holes. The thing we don't have now is practically like an enemy. The enemy that was included with the template just stands here. They do have blood. We can kneecap them. That wasn't our kneecaps, but we can kneecap them. They die, they get into a ragdoll state. The issue is, oh my god, yeah, the fire rate. I'm pressing it once and it fires twice. That needs to be changed, but for now, this stuff is what actually works. So I don't think there's any point in actually. Yeah, I know. I'll change it. I'll also change the gun model to something else. But yeah, so we need to actually test out actual gameplay, how we want to make the actual gameplay. We need to make our own enemy AI detection system. For now, it's just gonna be one. It's just gonna be one that we're gonna include for the game. At least that's the plan. I do have a plan on making this a bigger game, but first, let's just make a really good short game. So first for that, we need to learn how to make behavior trees. For now, the enemy AI detection system is gonna be for that. We have everything documented here. This is what we spent the first part of the stream doing. Just going through all the possible Is this for the jam? I don't think I'm gonna finish this for the jam. It's now a personal project. It's not because it was for the jam before, but personal things with university got in the way. So it's best to develop this on stream so that we can build consistency over time. What I want to do first is just to make a basic enemy AI system. It detects the player, it goes after it. It doesn't detect the player, then yeah, you can kneecap the enemy for all I care. I do have a plan for a bigger project, but for now we need to actually go through the. I mean, you've heard of the 80-20 rule, right? Like 80% of the development is attributed to 20% of the work, and 20% of the rest is going to take 80% of the time. So yeah, that's what we're doing. The systems we're going to be making now is going to help us a lot over time. But now we actually have to make the system, so easier said than done. So yeah, that's what we're doing now. Watching videos. Cuanto más te quedes en casa, menos ganas te tienes de salir. Y cuanto más te quedas, más pesado se siente todo. Yeah, I have all these ads and all these ads they make it with AI now. I don't know if in the US they have these kinds of ads made with AI and whatnot, but yeah, here it's crazy. But yeah, sorry there aren't any redeems. I did want to stream this on Twitch, but there were some problems with connecting to the service. So we're only gonna be streaming on YouTube. I do want to make it vibe ads. Yeah, I don't know, man. So Yeah, there's a lot of AI ads. I don't know, man. So that's fair. Yeah, so for now, let's just focus on making good systems. Systems that are reusable. Like the engineers we are, like the game devs we are. So I'm gonna be watching videos on stream and then making the projects, and then if there's any problems I have, I'll just look them up. As all development should be. As all development should be done. So it creates a new folder called tasks, BT task, cadet reacts. Yeah. All right, so we can't do that. So why do you put in the video in the first place? So let's create ourselves a new folder called tasks. And from here, what do you create? Oh, okay, gotcha. I don't have the attention span to stick around for 20 minutes. Ironically, this is going to take 40, 50. BT task, patrol. Simply put, patrol. And yeah, this is what we have. So yeah, in reality, this is the actual difficult part. Sticking around for the parts that you're gonna need to make if you want to develop this consistently. But let's see. There are functions. So yeah, Naishi, how are you doing, man? Or her. Don't know if your gender is correct. Apologies. It's just the profile picture. I can't tell. Is that a clown? I don't know, man. I'm vibing. Yeah, that's good. Oh, I don't have low latency on. Oh, that's why. That's why. Brother, you literally know me. Okay, but I don't know. It's like your first time in the chat because this is your first time in the chat, so See, let's see. Receive, execute AI. ISTG. What does ISTG mean? What does ISTG mean? I swear to God. Oh, then why didn't you write that? I stick. Both took my first time. No, I did not. Your first time was with a stripping clown. You couldn't get Ronald McDonald at the college festival, at the college party, so you went to Wendy's. That's what I remember from the next day. That's what you're talking about. You literally did. I mean, I wasn't dressed up as Wendy's, and my name's not Wendy's. I won't tell you what my name is. At least not yet. For like this game, in the event I actually do finish it, I'll put my full name. I'll put my actual name. To be the next Hideo Kojima, you need to put your actual name and dox yourself, basically. I mean, let's put on audio.
Now, because we're starting out, and we're starting out pawn basically, and then we need to say when the this task will basically finish, so it can basically move into the next task in this sequence. Because now it will just be stuck, which is a common error made in people, starting out with behavioral trees. So we have to basically call the finish execute, and then.
I gotcha. All right. So, yeah, this is fun.
We will, by default, always pass a success. The thing is that the success would not change whether it will just continue or not. It's just knowing if the task was successfully complete. Now, because we're starting out and we're not gonna, be building more complex systems.
Not ironically, but this is better than vibe coding. It's gonna be okay. Okay. I mean, it's not even we can vibe code.
The first thing I have to do is just make a simple AI move to. So basically, what the
move to. Ooh. Yeah, I'm gonna need to save the move to. I did have it in a previous game in Godot where I had it like specific vector points. I put the vector points one by one. Like I put in the X and Y coordinates and put them in the actual code. I hard coded the positions for the enemy AI to move around. I mean, did it work? Yeah, it did, but it's not really good engineering. I never wanted to make another level with that with those enemies again.
That I did before, so the move to pretty much this, but inside my task that I'm gonna create, so I can here pass it the destination more easier. So in here in success,
say roam around. All right. I mean, for now, we're just gonna need to do three things: that moves, that it detects the player, and then if it knows the player's there, it'll chase after the player. Let's just do the first and last.
So we're gonna.
So yeah, move to. Where did it? Oh, here we are. So yeah, I believe it's here, and then it's here. I wonder how these. I mean, let's keep watching.
Finish execute. The pawn is gonna be the controlled pawn. It's gonna be like self, for example. And then the destination will basically be a find random point in reachable radius. There we go.
Alright, let's keep going with the tutorial, but I know I'm going to be changing this.
Get random reachable point in radius, that's it. So the origin will basically be the get controlled pawn, get vector location,
you might as well just put this here and here.
Then we'll plug that in. I'm gonna go ahead and move all the nodes to the right, so it's a bit more organized. There we go. And then the radius, basically the distance that will be able to pick a point. It will be, for example, I don't know, 1,000. So it will pretty much cover the whole scene, I guess. And that's pretty much it. The acceptance radius can increase it like to 120. This is just the distance at the AI will basically stop when it reaches the destination.
Stop on overlap. Oh yeah, this is. I mean, this. Again, I gotta stop talking. We need to actually see the.
So like to a little bit more
It's TikTok. It's TikTok.
We'll basically have our
It's
first
taking over
for our AI.
my
So
attention
we go to
span.
the look around sequence, plug this in, find our task, which basically was the will PGDS roam around.
PDS patrol. Okay. All right. So that's how you create a task. Now, this is all good and all.
Of course, you can remove the BT task.
But
at least.
I mean, if it's gonna go here, and I imagine it's just gonna go to. I mean, there's no loop. There's no loop, so there's not really much we can do besides. Yeah, we haven't even connected the tree.
Start anyway. I just leave it,
So
and then we can just go ahead and add another thing here. It will be wait. So yeah.
one, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's make it 6.7 seconds.
There's already another handy task.
Make it
waiting
even.
for us, and we can just say wait 2 seconds. So like I mentioned before, it will go from left to right. So we'll basically go into the point and then wait 2 seconds in this sequence. Okay. Now the thing is that it will never go into chase player right now because, well, you know, we first of all don't have anything, and then there's no condition for it to go into this one. So let's first of all test out this AI look around and stuff. So first of all, gonna go ahead and Ctrl-Shift-S to save everything, and we have to go now and create a new blueprint class. It's gonna be a character, of course, to be able to create an AI. So it's gonna be a BP underscore AI, for example. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now let's go ahead and give it a mesh. So I'm gonna use, for example, give it the many simple, and let me.
All right, so let's. I mean, I was hoping we could actually connect this to the AI we actually have.
Just go ahead and put it in a nice position here in rotation. There you go. And I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna create a new also animation blueprint in a second, because I always like
Only
my
67.
own animation blueprints because I can.
I mean, it's an even number. It's an even number. I'll say that it's an even number. Why would we not include it? I did actually get to 67 hours in Death Stranding 2. I mean, now it's the opposite, 76 hours. I do have a screenshot of it being at 67 hours. Don't know if you want the leaks later on, but I did that. Is it though? I mean, I think you can argue a pretty good case.
For here, now we have to create one more thing. So we had to mention blueprints because I can just go into blueprint class. We're gonna go in all classes and search for AI. So we're gonna go ahead and create a new AI controller. So select this, and then this is gonna be AI underscore controller, for example. You can of course give it whatever name you want.
Of course. All right. So I mean, we go back here. It's a Control-Shift-S. Save everything. Does that include the blueprints? It does. Okay. But it's not connected to the enemy we actually have. So we have BP enemy, which we can search for BP enemy. This is what we have. I think I'm gonna move it. Yeah, it's probably best we move it for convenience sake. convenience sake.
1.
And here we can find AI controller. No, we cannot. What? Hold up. Where did it find AI controller?
So, blueprint class. Now, we have to create one more thing. So we have to right click, go into blueprint class.
Oh. And actually, by the way, I don't know if you know this, but AI is just an abbreviation of AI controller. Just so you know.
Class. We're gonna go in all classes and search for AI. So we're gonna go ahead and create a new AI controller. So select this, and then
I mean, AI. No, default enemy AI. No, I'm not a fake coder. I'm a real coder. This is exactly what real coders do. I mean, real coders now use ChatGPT. If I were to go to ChatGPT, I can't believe this guy does CS. You wouldn't believe the other people that do CS. Be careful where you store your passwords in the future. Just saying.
and this is gonna be AI underscore controller, for example. You can of course give it whatever name you want. Now this will be kind of the brain that will basically be on our blueprint, and it will basically run the behavior tree and stuff. Sorry, behavior tree here. So we're gonna go ahead and open the AI controller. We're gonna go into the event graph. We're gonna delete the event tick. We're only gonna need the begin play. I'm gonna say
Okay, event graph, event tick. It's just gonna be running. Real code is steal code from GitHub. Okay. Oh great. Let me find. Yeah, my password's so good. Okay, let me find GitHub, Unreal Engine blueprint. I mean, this is the thing I kind of like about Unreal Engine. Oh shit! Wait. GitHub. I mean, the problem is there are blueprints, but what we're making is or we're making inclusion like multiple things we need to create at the same time. We need to include the blueprint class, the enemy, and a behavior tree, and another blueprint class for the enemy to. Holy fine! What? Okay, yeah. I mean, actually, we can use some of these. This would be a good one to use. This would be a good one to use. Not yet, though. Not yet. We still need to do all this. We still need to make one phase that works. The patrol phase. And then everything else. And real coder. Okay, yeah. Yeah, dude, you think we invent code with our minds? Yeah, get the groundwork. Yeah. Real coders don't invent, they steal.
and the target will be self, but the asset will be our behavior tree that we create.
Okay, so run behavior tree, and it's just one we have. So yeah, default enemy AI. This is just for now. We have it so that it moves to certain places.
Creator. So now we can just compile and save and close. Now we're gonna go back into our BPA.
It already has an animation that's playing, but yeah, I'd like to make my own eventually.
AI, and then I'm gonna go into class defaults and search for AI. I'm gonna go down, and you can see the AI controller class. Well, we'll just go ahead and plug the one that we have just.
All right, so AI. Yeah, controller. I believe it's this one, if I'm not mistaken. Let's make sure there's nothing else we need to do, but I think that's gonna be it.
AI underscore controller. I didn't give it a pretty good name, but anyway. Now, the thing that I always like changing before we forget is the auto possess AI. Instead of placing world, I like to place it place in
world or spawned. Yeah, I already have that. This is something I actually included.
Or spawn. Because if you spawn an enemy, it will not move. It will be like, what is? There's always a pain working, and it's really just this variable over here. So it's always a pain. So we can just drag our BP AI on the scene. The thing is that now we have to basically tell Unreal Engine all the spots where the AI can basically move. So what we have to do to tell Unreal Engine about where it can go is just go here, go into volumes and create a nav mesh bounce volume.
So this is similar to, I mean, this is exactly what we did in Godot. That, I mean, first of all, the enemy can't interpret this space. It can't interpret this space as movable or that can be accessed. So, yeah, it kind of needs a layout of the entire map of where it can go, it can't go. So it automatically knows, okay, there's a wall here, I literally cannot go here. There's a person here, there's a really fat person eating Doritos on the couch. Okay, I can't move them. Something like that.
So what we're going to do is reset the location over here. We're going to lock this and...
So, let me see.
So, just go here, go into volumes and create a nav mesh.
So it's in, yeah, here. And we have, oh my god, why is it up here? No. Nav mesh, where'd it go? No, here it is. So yeah, this is standard.
Bounce volume. So what we're going to do is reset the location over here. We're going to lock this and put this as 50. So it'll basically be just a huge square.
I gotcha. Where's the... Should be here, yeah. So, position... Where the hell is it? Oh, okay, here it is. And... Yeah, 50? If I'm not mistaken. Does it need to be this big? Probably not. We'll do it regardless. Let's see how it'll detect whatever's here.
As you can see, it's covering the whole scene. And now if I press P, you will see how it will basically start to...
What do you press? Alright, chat. Yeah, the tutorial said to press a certain key, and a certain key is not showing what should be showing. Is it time to give up? What? Wait, oh, no, wait, what? Hun. Now it shows, okay. Why did that take ages to actually... okay. So now we have everything that the player that the enemy can go through and can't go through. Will be funny. Where's it gonna go? Oh, whoa. Look at that. The project can start from 0. No, don't worry. Oh my god. Don't worry, guys, we're cooking. Look at this. It's actually moving. If you guys are joining, we have the timer set to 6.7 seconds. That's why it's a bit uneven, and we're kind of waiting a while. But let me see. Can I actually intercept? No. I want to see what happens if I actually intercept it. If it'll let me. Oh wait, no. Yeah, it does. It's not. It's not gonna care. It's not gonna care. Gordon Ramsay can never. Yeah. Wait, is it? Yeah. So this is actually good. Not perfect. Not perfect. For now, it's good. For now, it's good. Although, like there's some things we do need to change. Like first of all, there should be an animation playing when it gets into that state while it's moving. The speed also needs to be changed. It can be shot. Hold on, does it still move? Doesn't. Oh no, because it's in the ragdoll state. If it's in the ragdoll state, it's not moving. Unreal Engine has it, so it's not moving at all.
Generate all the paths where the AI can basically go. Really cool. Just Control Shift Save.
So yeah, okay.
Where to press play, you see that the AI in our location, wait, that is basically doing that. It's going to look around, and we go to the behavior tree. Wait a second, and you can see. So, and we go to the behavior tree. You can see that it's basically doing that.
All right.
To look around, and then wait 2 seconds, and then again roaming around, etc. So everything is working as intended. Cool. So let's quickly just go ahead and create the animation blueprint for the AI because I like having the animations. So let's go create.
Yeah, animation. I know there is a. I know there's a whole library that we could use of animations. I mean, Mixamo has their own, but there's also one. If I look up Pistol and go to free, because some of these are. Oh, it actually looks nice. Oh wow. Actually, it's nice, but yeah, there's one that says it has 1,700 different pistol and rifle animations. That's an insane amount. That is an insane amount. Why does he have all of them running at the same time? I don't know. Last update was in April of last month, so it seems to be good. How the animations were made using Python. I mean, let's see. Let's actually see.
Here's what we're going to do today. We're going to look at the setup that will...
If we can actually see the animations. To me, my filter lights. Okay, but yeah, he does. I'll like this video. I'll look into it later on. But for now, yeah, let's keep going. Let's create the animations now. Well, not necessarily we're going to create the animations. If not that, we're going to be creating a folder where it's supposed to be getting its animations. So animations, and I don't know if he's going to find his own.
Animations, right click, go to animation, and first of all, we're going to create a blank space 1D. So this is going to be the SK map.
What did you find?
And first of all, we're going to create a blank space.
Animation allows multiple animations to be blended based on input. Okay, that actually is useful. I think we're using this. I believe this one we're using. SKB default enemy.
Space 1D. So this is going to be the SK mannequin, and this is going to be the AI blind space. Go ahead.
All right. Now you may be asking why I'm following the names of the tutorials. Is because from a lot of Unreal Engine tutorials I've seen, they all follow the same naming structure. for the files, which does make sense because not in every project you're going to be wanting to name files differently per person. So they do use a lot of capitalization in comparison to like other engines or like other programs I've used where everything, I mean, the files we name are undercase and we use underscores and all that, but
And just open this up real quick. So the horizontal axis will be speed, and then the maximum speed will be 600, and then we can just basically get up real quick.
oh yeah, is this the female one? Oh, I accidentally chose the female one. Which one am I using? SKM many simple. Okay. Oh no. Let's delete this. Yep. Rename it animation blend space. SKM many simple. Why is it not here? Why isn't that here? I mean, I can change this later on. AI blend space 1D. Wait, did I choose a female one again? Oh my god, I did. I mean, can I change the... Yeah, this is the only animation that's it's tied to. I mean, can I change the... I don't think I... Oh, I can't. Okay, so why do we... Okay, so then yeah, this is what we wanted. Yeah, so this is update. Yeah, this is the one we want. Oh no. No, I just messed up. No, I just messed up. Yeah, let's I mean, I'll try one last time. I'll try one last time. Animation, legacy, blend space. I literally cannot see. It should be this. AI, blend space. Yeah, blend space 1D. Is still the female character? I don't know. I'm not being misogynistic. I'm just trying to be careful. Oh no, it's the same one here. So well, never mind then.
And then the max.
600, yeah. No. Wait. 400. The walking speed where we have is 350, if I'm not mistaken. 350 to 400. So they need to walk around the same pace. Running, they can be a little bit slower. They can be just a hair slower.
Maximum speed will be 600, and then we can just basically get the idle animation. There we go, and just put it, and then we can just basically get the idle animation. There we go, and just put it on the left. You know, also.
Snap to grid. Let's see.
And then the run animation will be into the right. There you go. So basically a run animation.
Oh no, we already have it. It wouldn't be this. We can delete this. We can. It wouldn't be this. It'd be this. So let's. Where the hell were we? No, wait. Hold up. Wait, hold up. I wasn't done yet. Give me a sec. Idle. Yeah, it's this one. I would like to change it so it's not looking down, it's looking up. But yeah.
Will be
I imagine there's another one. That's run. Yeah, I don't think we have a running animation. Okay, let's calm down, please. And please, what? Please, what? On. Alright. Okay, this one we can put here. No, we cannot. It erased the other one. So, what are we doing? Okay.
right. There we go. The idle animation. There we go. And just put it on the left. You know, also so it's not too weird. And then the run animation will be into the right.
Okay. And for some reason it's not letting me. For some reason it's not letting me, so that's wonderful.
There you go. So, the maximum speed will be 600. And then we can just basically get the idle animation. There we go. And just put it on the left. You know, also so it's not too weird. And then the run animation will be into the
Yeah, what? This is weird. Why isn't it letting me? It is. Okay. Now, I still can't. Why is this? Oh, hold control to select that preview point. Yeah, so it'd be here. Walking animation would be here. No, it would not. Walking animation. Okay. Can I add it here? No, I cannot. Blend space. Boom. Animation. Let's put it like that. Okay, drag the first animation to start, walk, run. So, what are we... Is this not what we're doing? If I were to take this out and put this in, it's still gonna give me the exact same response. All right. All right, but like. Just let me. Oh, so this is weird. All right, be right back. All right, I'm back. All right, so let's see if this works. I went away for a bit. No, it still is not.
Get the idle animation. There we go. And just put it on the left. You know, also it's not too weird.
Okay, what if I were to take this out? Okay, if I were to put this here, right? Okay, if I were to put this here. Now if I were to put this here, why doesn't that like add more than one? What? I literally cannot add more than one animation. Yeah, so I'm not adding that, I'm adding this. So simply, okay. Let me add. In Unreal Engine. Let me drag. Let's put it like that. Are you trying to drop two animations?
Will be into the right. There you go. So basically a blank space. I have a dedicated tutorial on this.
Okay, but what exactly are we doing that's different? This will be set at 400, right? This will be set here, and doesn't want to load. Okay, open blend space. Set the name to speed, yeah, minimum. Okay, okay, let's add shift. and it disappears for some reason. How about we reopen it? Let's try this and expect something to change. Alright, so why doesn't it? Why though? Animation should be non-additive. Animation should be non.
So that's why I just covered real quick. But basically, animation, create a blend space 1D, blend speed, and then the maximum speed. And this is going to be the AI blend space. Go ahead and just open this up real quick. So the horizontal axis will be speed, and then the maximum speed will be 600. And then we can just basically get the idle animation. There we go, and just put it on the left. You know, also it's not too weird. And then the run animation will be into the right. There we go. So basically,
okay, so open the animation asset, asset details. Is that it? I mean, there's probably a simple way to do this, but I'm just gonna reopen this. Wait, wait. Now I think it's the animation I actually want. This. Okay, let me bring this on here. Not additive. Okay. So if we go back here, I mean, is there a way I can go back to the? I don't think I can. Does it save as non-additive or not? Nah, it does not. But it should be this. There we go. There we go. So here won't do anything. That is a weird thing it's doing with the arms. But yeah, I think 400 is a good speed. Let's hydrate a bit. Oh, it's not been showing the chat this whole time. Oh. And OBS, it's not been showing the chat this whole time. Wow. Let me. Oh wait, it's because it's a different stream, so that's what's been going on. Yeah, this is what it should be showing. This is what should be showing. Okay, so this is what should be happening. The problem's been fixed, so at idle is gonna be doing this. It's gonna be stuck in this space, not gonna be doing anything. For some reason, the arms, even though the hands are in the exact same position, it's moving slightly. But at full speed, this is what it should be looking at when we're walking. Which I'm gonna be honest, it does look pretty good. I don't think we need to complicate this anymore. At least for the walking animation, I do want to implement a run animation, but I do want it to be like in short bursts. Okay, but let's get Cadet. Let's get through the 20-minute tutorial first.
Blank space. I have a dedicated tutorial on this, so that's why I just covered it real quick. But basically, it will just allow us to blend between and transition between different animations depending on a value.
That is actually a really good system.
So now we can just go ahead and close this, and now real quick, just create an animation blueprint with the same skeleton, and then just go ABP underscore AI. Oh.
I believe it's this one. Default enemy AI. I'm gonna name this the exact same. Default enemy. Alright, and let's. What do we have here? Let's save, compile. This is. Oh yeah, this is what we just made.
Open this up, and then I'm gonna get our AI blend space. Just plug in a default slot, so it can later on play animation montages and attack.
Interesting. AI. No wait.
Stuff. Then right click on slot, so, and then I'm gonna get our AI blend space. Just plug in a default.
Yeah, it's supposed to be NASA browser. AI. Hey Darío, ¿cómo va? How are you doing, man? Are you there? Welcome to the stream, man. We're making a very cool enemy AI detection system, or basically just enemy AI in general. This is what we have so far. Like the entire system has just been. This is what we dedicate the first part of the stream to. Dediquemos la primera parte, que es lo que tranquilo, gracias a Dios. Ah, qué bueno, qué bueno. Aquí tenemos el sistema de detección de los enemigos del juego. Esto que dedicamos la primera parte del stream a detallar, primero para el jugador y también para el enemigo. Suena sádico, sí. Y por amor a arte, entonces, sí. Sí, así que eso que estamos haciendo por ahora, siguiendo un video, porque es una es complicada. Hermano, es complicada. Todas las cosas que hay que hacer son para hacer un solo sistema. Y hay que hacer varios. Bueno, para este juego no vamos a hacer varios. Vamos a hacer un solo sistema de detección de enemigos. Pero vamos a crearlo para que sea amplio, que se pueda extender con tiempo. Así que. Bueno, eso es lo que voy a mostrar muchísimas tarde. Bueno, ahora sí, se puede mostrar. ¿Dónde está el enemigo? Tenemos una plantilla ahora del jugador que tiene esa cámara que mueve así, que puede disparar y todo eso. El enemigo es lo que tenemos ahora de IA, que después de una cierta cantidad de segundos se va a mover Se va a parar, va a esperar unos segundos más, se va a ir de nuevo y cuando decime que vamos a seguir para adelante, ya, sí, es brutal la plantilla, pero eso planifico cambiar. No quiero que sea tan cruel así. Espero que no. Pero esa es la plantilla que estamos usando. Además que se convierte en un estado de ragdoll. El hueso, sí. Se convierte en un estado de ragdoll. Es decir, que no está atado nada. Los huesos van a mover, todos los huesos quieren mover, según la física. Se ve de kilo a nivel de animación. Bueno, sí, del jugador es simple, del enemigo de Ragdoll, ese está incluido en el motor que se puede dictar el movimiento del enemigo así, si pasa algo, si muera, si se explota algo así. Pero eso es lo que tenemos por ahora. Ahora falta mucho. Ese es solamente para la primera fase que estamos haciendo. Tenemos esto. Hay que crear un espacio, un slot. Slots. Aquí. ¿De qué tipo será el juego? Por ahora de FPS. Vamos a dejarlo así. De FPS. Quiero que incluye escenas cinematográficas con animaciones, bueno, de media calidad, que se puede ver lo que está pasando, pero ahora sí, por ahora eso es lo que tenemos planificado. Primero por ahora, crear los sistemas. Porque ese sistema que quiero implementar es complicado. Por ahora solamente estamos implementando la primera fase, que va a ser de vigilancia. Que se va a mover, se va a parar, se va a mover, se va a parar. Mientras tanto que el jugador sigue moviendo sigue moviendo en el mapa, hay ciertas condiciones que se puede detectar un jugador dependiendo en si el jugador está moviendo, si detecta que el jugador está en su vista, pues obviamente lo va a detectar. Pero también hay un rango donde se puede detectar movimientos de pie o sonido de pie. Que ahí se puede detectar. Que se puede escuchar, se puede oír disparos de arma. Se puede, incluso en algunos casos específicos, si el jugador quiere, si se quiere mover así, pero tal vez está en el área donde queda el enemigo detrás, se va a detectar. Esa parte es más simple. Pero por ahora es aleatorio, eso no es lo que quiero. Prefiero que sea de unos puntos determinados. Por donde se deben mover. Para que se pueda controlar el movimiento mejor de los enemigos. Porque, sí. Sabe que hay un borde. Bueno, aquí tenemos desarrollado un volumen que se puede ver, que el enemigo no puede ver, pero puede detectar dónde se puede mover y no puede mover. Por eso no va a ir cayendo del mapa. por ahora. Así en todos los juegos. Así en todos los juegos. Es el estándar que para controlar mejor los movimientos del enemigo, para que no hayan... para que, por ejemplo, que no intenta pasar o sobrepasar esa pared, que se crea que se crea su mapa personalizado, básicamente. Entonces se puede mover, no mover. El jugador ya estamos uno que es de un jugador que puede ver con sus ojos, que sabe que hay una pared aquí, porque los enemigos en verdad no ven, pero sí, hay flechas aquí de donde se puede mover y no mover y detectar y todas esas cosas. Pero por ahora vamos a seguir ahí. Let's see.
And attack and stop. Then right click, I'm gonna grab speed. Now going real quick.
Sí, dicho eso, ni hemos terminado la primera fase. Eso es lo que estamos dedicando en el primer stream a... Bueno, este stream va a hacer. Los streams siguientes, quisiera hacer un horario de los streams para trabajar en ese juego.
Done a tutorial on this, so that's why I'm going
Así se puede crear consistencia.
in the description. Don't worry about that. So now we have to set the speed, so we can just go into language.
Speed, I should... Oh, wait. No. ¿Sería eso? No. No, tendría que ser un get.
And right click, I'm gonna grab speed.
Promocionar. Aquí. Ahora, tengo una idea en cómo vamos a justificar la cámara. Porque no va a ser una policía. Le tiene tiempo de dedicar al mundo. Sí. Sí, eso es lo que vamos a hacer para hacer el juego. Si hay que gastar tiempo, tiene que ser tiempo gastado en aprendiendo cosas. Así mismo.
I'm going real quick because I have already done a tutorial on this, so that's why I'm going very fast. I'll be leaving it in the description. Don't worry about that.
Muchas gracias por ese
we have to
mensaje.
set the speed, so we can just go into event graph, and then I'm just gonna make it real quick. So cast to the AI, BP AI.
Cast to BPAI. No, BP Anime, eso es lo que tenemos. Estamos usando el código del enemigo original. Y fue nombrado BP Enemy. Así que vamos a cambiar ese código. Porque ya tiene cosas que... Gracias a ti por explicarme. No, sí, por supuesto.
And then just this, and then I can just get the velocity. So we down here, this, and then I can just get the velocity. So we down.
Ok. Dice que... ¿Dónde queda? Aquí está.
Here. So this is a vector, so we have to convert it into a vector length. Just here, so we have a float. We can just plug this speed over here.
Ya aquí estamos.
There we go, perfect. We can just compile.
Y... ¿Para qué está pasando aquí? actualizar animación. Consigue enemigo, consigue velocidad. Y se cambió esta velocidad.
Say, go into the blueprint, go into the mesh, and
Y ahora, hay que por aquí. Al blueprint, vamos a mesh. ¿Dónde está? No debe estar aquí. Dice que debe, bueno, a ver el video primero.
that
No, es anime clase. No, aquí está. ABP. Esto.
say, go into the blueprint, go into the mesh, and assign that ABPI that we have just created that has some.
Ok, ahora. Ahora debe ser que cambien las animaciones. Sí, ahí está. También en el piso, pero perfecto. Se va a cambiar animaciones. Tienen que cambiar la velocidad que está cambiando. La velocidad que está caminando y todas esas cosas, pero por ahora las animaciones están funcionando. Eso es lo bueno. Y los blueprints, ese se puede cambiar. No, los blueprints no hay que cambiar. Eso no hay que cambiar, es ese comportamiento que hay que cambiar. Y eso está aquí. Esas son las cosas que se puede dictar lo que se va a hacer. Así que bueno.
Some animations. Now the thing is that it's not basically working right now because you can see it just unloaded the AI and the nav mesh. Now why this is happening, I don't know. I don't know what's happening, but since I switched
Parece que resuelven ese error porque a mí no me está pasando eso.
with that, go into class default,
Let's see.
search for jaw, and we're gonna disable you. Go in with the third person map, and then it'll be back in. So you can see the AI moves with animations. Now there's a really snappy rotation that we're gonna fix. So we're gonna go into the AI with animations. Now there's a really snappy rotation that we're gonna fix. So we're gonna go into the AI, go into class D.
Ok, es la primera parte en resolver ese movimiento que tenemos por ahora.
Search for jaw, and we're gonna disable use control.
Use control rotation value, ok. Fa.
It's just gonna rotate the character in a very snappy way. So what I want to do is go to the character mode component and change this to be use control desired rotation.
Use control desired rotation. Wait. Use control. Okay.
And
Thank you to everyone that's joined the stream so far. Gracias a todos por que están aquí en ese stream. Se le agradece mucho. Se les agradezco mucho.
Is make sure that if we are seeing the player, we will switch into okay. So we can now continue with our behavior tree. So now what we want to do is
Ok, ahora vamos a ir. Ah, debía haber puesto un. Do I include this as like a to-do list? checks. A ver, do we check. Sure, let's just go with that check. No, es ok, podemos cambiar el color. Vamos a cambiar el color. Hacer. Pero que ¿por qué no está cambiando? Ahora sí, perfecto. Gracias a ti, Pepe. Gracias. Por ahora tenemos esto. Este video solo va a cubrir dos fases de vigilancia, de sospechar, de alert. Solo va a cubrir eso el video. Quiero incluir esto porque ese va a hacer que haya más condiciones.
That if we are seeing the player, we will switch into the chase player sequence. So first of all, let's make the task for chasing the player, because it's going to be a bit easier. So you're going to go ahead and click new task, and then we can just, for example, click the roam around that we have created. This just really doesn't matter. I don't know really what's there, just to fill the name. Anyway, go into tasks, visit the task.
Ok, volvemos a aquí. Y de aquí vamos a incluir task alert. Yeah, alert.
Chase player. Let's go ahead and open this up. Now again, in the function, we're going to override the receive execute AIs like the gameplay.
Alright,
And the finish execute, and then put this in success. So we're gonna do pretty much the same. AI move to, and then this is gonna be on success. I'm gonna finish the execute, and then the pawn is gonna be the control pawn, and then the
Ahora se va a mover hacia la posición del jugador. Ese es el único cambio que hay que hacer. Lo que hicimos anteriormente era asignar una posición aleatoria dentro de un radio, pero ahora vamos a cambiar para que siga moviendo hacia donde quiera el jugador. Ese me imagino que va a estar aquí. Ahora primero a ver, el jugador depende en su blueprint, lo que estamos usando. Maps y modes, BP, first person character, ok. Voy a ver si puedes esta parte, yo solo. Hablamos, bro. Mucha suerte con el proyecto. Me voy a desconectar. Muchas gracias por unirse. Darío, que pasó una noche. Y nada, muchísimas gracias. Para adelante, entonces. Ahora, a ver. A ver. Eso es lo que hicimos anteriormente. Esto. Que actor location. Ese es solamente para el enemigo. Pero, bueno, sí. El enemigo. Es el enemigo que. Again, we need to watch the video. We need to watch the video first before asking questions.
get player character.
Okay, okay. Get player character. Yeah. Does it already include? Ya incluye la posición actual del jugador o qué sé yo.
And then the acceptance radius gonna put it up into like, for example, 100.
Ah, sí, perfecto. Ya incluye el radio en este caso. Que separe. Eso debe incluir para la otra tarea. Para la segunda fase, para la fase que queda.
And there we go. It will just go ahead and move into the player. Now, it will only do this if we are. So we only need to do this if we are in the chase player root. So first of all, let's go ahead and just add the chase player thing.
BT alert, yeah.
And the thing is that we have to add a decorator. So what is a decorator? Well, a decorator will be just, well, we can just start adding it. So we can just right click on here and look around, go into app decorator, and we can choose different sections of decorators. Now, the one that we're going to be looking today, which is the one more generic and used, it's going to be the blackboard one.
Okay. Decorated blackboard. And oh, this we included the conditions. Ah, okay. So this is where the code just says, okay, to go from this state to the other, we're gonna say, okay, we detect a player.
So now if we hit on this decorator they has added, we can add a notify observer. So basically when the result changes, then when it aborts, so basically when a variable that we're gonna plug in here changes, we're gonna say what is gonna abort, and it's gonna say in which point it will again go up and see in which route it goes. It makes sense. So if we put, for example, self, you can see that this highlighted, so it will exit this sequence and go up into selector, and then it will double check again in which branch it basically has to go depending on the value. But if we were to set this into both, you will see that it will also consider this one and then exit back in here and consider both ones. So in my case, I'm going to just say self because I use
Alright.
want to basically consider the self and just exit this sequence. And then we need to say that if a variable from the blackboard is set or not. So right now this probably didn't make a lot of sense, but don't worry. First of all, let's create the blackboard variable and you understand much better. So let's go into blackboard. We're gonna add
Alright. Shoot.
a new key.
How do I add the dock tabs again? The problem is I accidentally deleted the dock tabs. I mean, is it really an accident? Because there were like two buttons they could have used to click. Okay, Windows, Blackboard, Blackboard details. Okay, I can actually include. Okay.
This is basically just creating a new variable.
Oh, so we include both of these. Okay, perfect. We didn't self-sub such a project. Not yet, at least.
For our blackboard. Sorry, for our behavior tree. So this is gonna be a bool and is has seen player.
Now this I'm gonna give him more. Detect. Detect. I mean, I don't really want to use detect player because detect player can mean multiple things. let's just say player found. How about that? Player found for now. Player found for now.
And then we're gonna leave it as default, it's safe, and then go back into behavior.
Okay, so actually, why can't I? Wait, why can't I? Whoa. Why is it? Let me see real quick.
It's probably didn't sequence. I can we'll check.
No wait, he.
Now if we hit it, which is the one more generic and use, it's gonna be the blackboard one. So now if we hit on this decorator, they hit.
Oh, and wait, abort self at blackboard invalid. Okay, but blackboard based condition. Shoot. Wait, but we have one though. We have one. This is the blackboard we should be using. But
They has added.
okay, but does it actually say? No, it does not. But they are in the same directory. Blackboard. Okay. Blackboard asset. This is what it should be. Okay. This is what it should be. So abort self. Yeah, we go back to we have to go back to the retreat. This is what we're supposed to be doing.
We can add a notify observer. So basically, when the resource changes, you can see the has default is save, and then go back into the behavior tree. So now we can basically click on the blackboard that we have created and go into the blackboard key and say has seen player.
Ah, okay. And what? So why is it not letting me? Okay, has seen player. I'm switching this. Let me switch this back to found player, because what we really want. I mean, because detecting is one thing, but it needs to know for sure that the player is there. So that's why I'm changing it to found player. The verb first, and then after the noun, which is going to be what we found player. Suspect phase, I prefer to put detect or detect something. That detects a sound, that detects the player, it detects something. Maybe I'll put in multiple conditions for that. Or I'll simplify it just so it's not complicated, but these are the three phases I want. For the alert phase, which is what we're doing now, which is what the tutorial is going through. Yeah, so shooting and cover phase. So I know there. So I've seen that in the other template that was being used, that they have they include a node that showed different cover position that the enemy could be using on the map, which is good in theory, but I mean, yeah, it can be dependent on where the player is, and also you need to mirror it. Mostly because the player could be on either side, so there's that. Yeah, so I'm sorry, the YouTube chat does not look as pretty. I do want to try to stream again this weekend to keep working on this. I still have university stuff. I mean, a lot of university stuff to work on, and some misjudgments that I'm gonna need to amend for. Nothing too major, but yeah, it's gonna be another long week. So No, yeah, we're gonna keep going with this.
And
I'll try to make the stream more
same.
visually
So
appealing.
basically, if it has not seen the player, it will basically be in the sequence. But if this value changes and is now set, so the player has been seen, it will exit this sequence and then consider in which branch to go depending again on the value. So now we can go into chase player, add another decorator, a blackboard decorator, and then we can select this and say again self.
Tag cooldown loop, force success, cone chuck, compare BB and entries. Okay. Yeah, this is. We only focus on what we need. We don't need to learn everything. We only focus on what we need. So again, this is going to be self, and do we? Let's keep watching the tutorial. I've been on this for over an hour, I think.
And then if it's set, so yeah, it basically is seen the player. And there we go. We can just
Gotcha. Is set. Gotcha. So we can actually adjust the conditions. Here we can set it to not set because it's a boolean. That's it, simply put, and it'll exit out. Check to see if this condition is true. Let's check to see which one can we go to. So it can't be here because the player we don't want the player to be seen here. If the player is seen, then we can't go here. If the player is seen here, we can go here. So that's fabulous.
go ahead and save.
So yeah, making like a realistic AI. We can't make this realistic. We can't make this realistic.
And now we have to tell the AI, well, basically, where this variable will be enable not when we have seen it play. So we're gonna go into the BPAI, and we're gonna go ahead and add a pawn sensing, which is here.
What the actual? What is the? Okay, let's go back to the NBAI. Okay, so viewport. He added a. Is it this one? No, it's not. No, it's not.
Variable will be enable not when we have seen it play. So we're gonna go into the BPAI, and we're gonna go ahead and add a pawn sensing, which is here.
Pawn sensing. What are we sensing? Are we sensing the four elements? Wait, we actually are. Wait. Oh my god.
Now we can just see a lot of variables over here. So first of all, the angle vision, I'm just gonna put it into 70. So
That's actually way more convenient. That's way more convenient. Oh fuck. Here we navigation. So he changed. Okay, this is what he changed. This is actually way more convenient. Yeah, I think here would make more sense. Can't see directly what's on the right of him, but he can see pretty close. At the corner of his eye, kind of type deal.
shorter, and then the sight radius, like into 500. So it's a bit small, actually, like 700.
700. Oh. 1,000. Like. Let's see if I can. like, why is it actually like this? Oh, it actually has hearing. Oh, that's actually cool. It also has hearing.
So basically,
They thought of everything.
maintain sensing and stuff. Only the hearing and stuff. We are only gonna see right now sight, which is the radius, the distance.
Oh yeah. Okay. Wait. Shoot. Let's go back here. Okay. Peripheral vision. I mean, I guess I'll test it later on. I mean, let's decrease this to like, I think 1,000 like this is good. The player can be detected. If I were the player, if I were stupid, and the enemy detects me, yeah, I'd be cooked here. Let's increase the like 1,200. Yeah, I think here would be good. Because it can't. Yeah. I mean, we can increase this later on because this actually does look pretty. It will look pretty silly if I'm like right over here and the enemy can detect me as I like run across the map. But yeah, hearing threshold here. This is for sight. This is just for sight. Whoa. Let's see, hearing threshold. Oh. At which make noise can be, loudness can be heard. Okay. Oh, that's actually perfect. Oh, wow. So it'd be something like. Okay, so we can. This actually is really useful, because here's the thing. We did have two separate conditions on hearing. First, if they think they hear a player or a certain sound, maybe that, like there's something we can include later on that the player can actually throw rocks on the floor or something like that. But yeah, like the enemy should be able to detect the player if they're walking nearby, because it's like okay, there's someone, I can't see the person because there's a wall behind us. There's a wall between us, but I hear footsteps that aren't of my friends, so I should check it out. The lure phase, this should be able to trigger if the enemy can detect the player with enough time of investigating, but also if it hears like a gunshot, or let's say someone's using, the player's using a machine gun for some reason and it's just blasting holes through the roof, then yeah, it should be able to hear that. But yeah, yeah, that's actually useful. This is way more useful than I thought. Okay.
That it can look and then the angle. Okay. So basically, when it sees a pawn.
Actually, yeah. For testing purposes, let's decrease this by like a lot. In the actual game, we want this to be more.
What we're gonna see right now, sight, which is the radius, the distance that it can look, and then the angle. Okay. So basically, when it sees a pawn.
On here, oh my god, it already has these events. That's so awesome. But like, what is here? Event begin. Okay. So let's include these conditions on C pawn. For now, we'll actually just include that. Just shoot the enemy. Just shoot the player. But later on, this is actually just going to be part of the suspicion phase. So Suspect. The pawn is going to be the player. I assume it's going to be a player.
What we're going to do is basically cast to the third person character. So basically,
Okay.
we're just gonna continue if the pawn that we have seen is the player. We're not gonna do anything for the player right now. Anyway, we're going to just get the AI controller, because as you know, the blackboard was in the AI controller. And what to do is basically get the blackboard. And
Okay. Okay, blackboard.
and then what we want to do from here is basically set a value as a boolean. Basically,
Okay. I mean, we would need to convert this or establish this. So I guess that's fair. Do we set this here? Yep. Do we set this here? I imagine so.
this is just accessing the blackboard, and it's gonna be touching one of these booleans on the blackboard. In our case, we only have one, so we have to pass the key name, basically the variable name. So it's gonna be make literal name. So in here we can just type one, and the one it was.
Alright. Make a little name.
Has seen play. So I'm just gonna go ahead and copy this, go in here and just paste it. So it's
So we just copy this from the, yeah. Return value, this. I mean, we wouldn't set this to true. Set this to true. We can include conditions later on that if the player's out of their range for like long enough, that yeah, it'll just go back to being nullified. But we don't even have any animations for the running state, and also no, we don't have animations for the running state. We don't have that. The running state and the shooting state we don't have. I mean, they're both the same state, but the animation we don't have. So.
perfect. And then
Hey,
it will be true, because it means that we have basically seen the player. And the very last thing that I nearly forgot is the control actor will be self, because basically
Get reference itself. Alright.
is the blueprint itself, is the AI basically. So now we can hit play, and it will just wander around until it sees me, as you can see, and will start basically following me, as you can see. And I'm gonna do a change here, and it's the character.
That's awesome. So, will it detect me immediately? No. I don't know where it is. Where did it go? Is it okay? It's there. Let's see where it moves. It's moving to the right. It's moving to the right. It's gonna go there. If I go to the side of it, this is what we would need to change. It's not necessarily doing anything. Did we miss a step? Because now it's just standing there. Yeah. So what happened here? Do we need to go through the whole? What do we change? I mean, first of all, we do know it actually did detect the player. Oh! No, wait, no. I thought it's because that if it stopped moving in that state, then it would probably stay there. It would probably stay there not moving. But, I mean, is it? Let me see. Let me see. Is it? Let's see. Is it gonna move? It's gonna move. It's gonna move. Let me see. Is it gonna move towards me? It won't because I'm in. We mess up somewhere. We mess up somewhere. So let's see.
Just gonna go ahead and copy this. Go in here and just paste it, so it's perfect. And then the bool value will be true because it means that we have basically seen the player. And the very last thing that I nearly forgot is the control actor will be self, because basically.
Yeah, so it's nothing here. The problem isn't here necessarily. We go to alert. Oh, right. This is what we didn't change. This is what we didn't change. Let's see if we can go to.
And there we go.
Controlled pawn. This. I imagine this is it. Let's try. Is it gonna detect me? I mean, let's see. Yeah, there we go. I can run. No, it's walking. It's walking faster than I can run. So that's actually that's actually a problem. That's a problem, but at least we're getting somewhere still. We're getting somewhere still. Now, this is exactly the part where I stopped with the last one I made in Godot. I mean, the last AI enemy control I made in Godot. Because I just did not know what should happen if an enemy does detect you. I should probably play more games. I mean, first, it just needs to start shooting. It needs to start shooting. How I had it before is that there was an animation tied. One animation for moving, one animation for shooting. Now, I imagine in Unreal Engine there is probably better ways to do it. More convenient ways to do it. So that's actually... That should be good. Of course, we're not done yet. There's still... the last part of the tutorial we need to check out.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is
So now we can hit play, and it will just wander around until it sees me, as you can see, and will start basically following me, as you can see. Now I'm gonna do a change here, and it's the character movement component. The max walk speed, I'm gonna put it like in 450, so not like run. The max walk speed, I'm gonna put it like in.
So that's what they actually changed. Okay. So it's here. Max walk speed's down here. So it's just ignoring all its limits and just saying, hey, I'm gonna catch up to you. Okay, yeah, 450. This is what was actually happening. Because out of the previous state, where we actually defined the. No, yeah. We defined the previous state's limits, walking limits at 450. So this is actually fitting. Maximum ground speed when walking and crouched. Maximum ground speed when walking. So yeah, let's see. Let's see, where are you at? What are you gonna do? There we go. Now I can actually run. I can actually run and it won't immediately catch up. It's still pretty fast. So you should not be caught by an enemy by any means. It's gonna be a fight or flight attack. So now, of course, there's not gonna be just one enemy. It's gonna be multiple that are gonna be coming after you. So not the best place, not the best thing to do. Again, I don't like the ragdoll. Not entirely. I mean, it does work for a specific type of game, but I don't think I really want the body just to fall like that. But yeah, we have it working like this. There's a lot of changes we need to make though. So it can detect. We can detect it. But we're going to look at a lot more tutorials. Just saying.
450, so not like start to go ahead and chase me. And as you can see, if I go into the blackboard, into the behavior tree, sorry, you will see that's now in here. So yeah, that's pretty much a brief introduction into like your video and subscribe.
Okay, so that was a really good tutorial. So there are other things we need to define for ourselves that I will be leaving off to the next stream. Like, first of all, I like to include footsteps. Have footsteps be a critical feature. I mean, it's for testing, yeah. So it's going to be moving towards me. It won't stop chasing me until it gets to me, and it'll just go into idle. So this is where a bunch of other elements need to come into play. Like, first of all, the enemies, the player's health. We need to assign that. The player has health. The enemy has its own health, but as my bullets can affect the enemy should be able to have animations to shoot me as well. As soon as, I mean that's just cool. But as soon as the enemy detects me, it should I like to be a separate animation so that it calls to the guy calls to everyone else, and then starts shooting, and then starts moving, and then doing a bunch of other stuff. That's how I feel it would be better. But yeah, it won't detect me if I'm here, which is a little bit. Yeah. So we can adjust this. I want to adjust the default animation so that it's actually looking up and not down. I mean, we could probably find animations like that and mix them up. Let me check. There probably is a pistol idle animation that we could use. That actually is better. Hold up. Not now, Adobe. Pistol idle. This is what we need. I mean, could we make our own better animations? Mostly, we'll use the animations already here for now. If we could find other ones, that'd be way better. Because I'd like there just to be like a little moment for the enemies to like, hey, over here, or just something like that. There probably are way more tutorials for enemy movement on how they should be reacting. But I guess for now, I want to get into more to specifics of this. No, actually, should I? Hold up. No. No, I'd probably like to develop the enemy AI system further. The listening and investigating phase. First of all, include a player. Let's make it. Let's make. Let's actually make a list. And we'll open this up next stream. To not forget. It's been nearly 3 hours sitting in the chair. I've already sweated the waterfall. So, what the heck? Okay. So, to-do list to improve the enemy AI system. Include footsteps. Include suspect phase. Include sound and exclude. To notify player that they're going to investigate include in suspect phase that they go to a proximate point position where they hear player or sound. Include timer for suspect phase. Have alert phase be triggered automatically if enemy hears gunshot. Adjust speed of enemy in each phase. This is actually a really good stream. We actually did a lot. We watched one video, but we did implement some things to the degree that we wanted it. For now, there's still a lot more we need to do. Cause it can detect me. It's gonna keep moving. I do want to see how I can. It's not gonna be me that's gonna get out of its range. Like if someone's here, then maybe I can put in some melee animations, simple ones to just fight back. Especially if I don't have any ammo left. maybe with the empty gun, you could probably do like a hit the player, hit the enemy with the gun butt. Though that's a bit ambitious because I don't animate, but okay, I wasted a whole clip for that one thing. But yeah, we're gonna be ending off the stream here. Thank you to everyone that came here. I really appreciate it. I will try to stream again either tomorrow or Sunday to keep working on the system. I think what we have here is really promising, and I think by the end of the next stream we'll be able to have it be well implemented to be used for testing of the gameplay design and whatnot. So yeah, thank you all for coming and have a good night.